Hello. Okay, so the other day we were talking about, I guess had like a small meeting about the podcast, and I was eating, you were eating, and I saw you drink a beer with your meal, and
Right.
I realized I can't do that. I can't enjoy the beer or the food together. So I just wanted to know what you guys thought about that. I mean, obviously, Austin, you can do it.
Well, I mean, yeah. Anywhere you go now, they have like, oh, this pairs well with this, or this goes good with that. Which is, I'm not saying that's what I do, but I have no problems eating food and then drinking alcohol with it. The problem I have is I need to drink something when I eat food.
I do too.
Cassie doesn't. Cassie can eat a whole meal and not drink anything.
Yeah, Jess doesn't. Jess can wait too, but I need to also. I need
I'm
to
never
help
thirsty.
it digest.
But if it's part of the meal, it helps you feel full quicker. If you drink water or tea or whatever you're drinking, it helps you feel full quicker.
I heard that.
That's what eating's for.
Yeah, I heard that it's best not to drink while you eat, because when you drink after you eat something, you swallow food and then you drink something, it pushes the food down more. It's compacting the food more and more and more and more. So when you're actually done, you're actually fuller than if you were just eating the food by itself. I don't know if that makes sense.
You drink with the food, and then you don't have to eat as much food, so you feel satiated quicker, and you're not overeating.
I agree with the alcohol thing, though. I can have a drink before we eat, or I can have a drink after we eat, but I can't do it during.
I mean, I can drink before, during, and after. It's fine. I think that's strange that you can eat food without drinking something with it.
You can eat food without. I agree, and I can't do it because I need to like wash it down with something,
Right.
not with alcohol, but just I need to drink something while I eat.
So you can drink anything else with food, just not alcohol.
Yeah, I can drink water, soda, milk.
Right.
But the beer, maybe, I don't know. The beer obviously has a taste. When I crave I don't really crave a beer, but when I want to drink a beer, I'm drinking it I ask for a certain beer so I can taste that beer. We drink a lot of IPAs. They all have different types of bitterness, taste. That doesn't taste good with like a hot dog or a pizza to me.
But some of these beers, I mean, they say they pair well with this steak or something.
Yeah, maybe that's true, and maybe I haven't tried the right combination.
I agree. It's hard to drink something heavy or like the IPAs where you don't want to be bloated. So it does need to pair well, and it needs to not like affect one another too much. But I don't have any issues when it comes to drinking and eating at the same time.
One thing that I would like to get into, which obviously I think you have to develop a taste for, is doing the wine with food. Because I know you're saying the beers sometimes pair with foods. I've personally never seen that, but I always see wines. Wines with this cheese, wines with this, I guess, this type of meat. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I think that could become like an expensive hobby.
It can be. I mean, you don't have to have like a whole bottle with the meal.
I feel like it's the same thing with beer, though. It's kind of an acquired taste.
Yeah. I remember drinking like a crappy beer years ago and like forcing myself to drink it because I wanted to drink beer. And then you introduced me to IPAs, and I remember forcing myself to drink an IPA until I acquired that taste. I'm actually going through that right now. I've been drinking a cup of coffee a day, and I don't drink coffee. And it's still a little tough, but it was either that or Monsters. I used to drink a Monster every day. I think I've said that already.
Mm-hmm. I remember that.
So, I've been drinking like a little cup of coffee, and it's actually working. So slowly but surely, I'm like acquiring this taste.
Yeah. Side note, when I was driving back to work today, because we had to take our car to the maintenance, on the radio this weekend in DFW at some bar, I don't remember now, but they are doing a tasting with Girl Scout cookies and beer. What pairs well together? So they have a set menu where it's Girl Scout cookies taste good with this IPA. This IPA tastes good with this Girl Scout cookie. And that's what we're going to do at that bar.
Is it just
cool.
IPAs?
I think it was just IPAs. But, I mean, this is just something I heard on the radio. So, I mean, I might have misheard. But I know they were going to pair the beer with the Girl Scout cookies. And one girl on the radio did say something like, I'd rather have it paired with wine. But that's pretty cool or something like that. So,
well, we all know how much Cassie likes Girl Scout cookies.
Mm-hmm.
What?
How do you preserve them, Cass? What's the secret?
There's no secret. You just put them in your mouth. They don't really last very long. I'm just kidding. No, I put my Thin Mints in the freezer. I'm on my second box.
Is it like crack? Is it addicting?
Yeah. I mean, my mom, when I first went to college, my mom would buy me a box of Girl Scout cookies every year. So now when they come, I'm like, I need that. That's like, I should have that. And I think there was a few years I went without it, and it's sad. It's just, I don't know.
I was so sad those years.
That sounds bad, but whatever.
I don't eat a lot of sweets, but I actually crave cookies sometimes, but not regular, like plain cookies, like Nella wafers, or H-E-B sells those seasonal cookies, like those, they have the Valentine Hearts one right now.
Sure.
Like I get those seasonal cookies and I crave those, or a donut every now and then.
I'll tell you what I was craving, those Christmas cookies we were making.
We
made our neighbors cookies for New Year's, right? And so then I packaged all these cookies, and Austin and I walked to each house to deliver them and give them like a card or whatever. And one neighbor next door, she was like, she didn't go to the door, right? And I was like, maybe we should just leave them like on her patio. And I was like, no, don't just leave it out there. I was like, all right, fine.
And we saw the neighbor open up the window and didn't open the door. Like she moved the curtains and did not come outside.
She knew we were there. That's why I was like, oh, we can just leave
them there. That's not very
neighborly
of her.
He's like, don't do that. And I was like, all right. So I took them home and I freaking ate that whole thing of cookies. They were freaking delicious. They're chocolate chip cookies with pecans in them. And I was just like, just throwing them back, throwing those cookies
And then
back.
what happened?
No, and then, so we're having dinner, right? The freaking doorbell rings. And so my dogs are going absolutely crazy, like losing their damn minds, right? Barking, running, and we were eating dinner. I had like spilled food on myself. I was like real gross looking. And there she is at the door. And I'm like, fuck, I literally just ate all your cookies. All of them are gone. I have nothing to give you.
You should have peeked and then just walked away again. Give her that
and
same
she was so nice. She was like, I was sick. I didn't want to, get y'all sick and come to the door. She was like, I made you this pound cake. It was so freaking good. And I felt so bad because I already eaten all her cookies.
Cassie had cookies and pound cake.
It was so good. Should have answered the door then.
So if she was sick, she still came out though later that day to give you that sick.
Different day. This was like a week later or something.
It was like yeah, it had been a while. Like I didn't want the cookies to go bad.
No, yeah, I remember when she came, I was laughing at the fact that she had finished all the cookies, but I remember by that time you had said they would have already been bad. It had been like a week or something.
Yeah, they were gonna get stale. Like they weren't gonna last that long. And I don't want to give her bad cookies. So
moral of the story, Cassie makes a badass cookie.
So anyways, every day after work, I was craving a cookie. Long story short. I was like, cookies when we get home.
I will say that I don't eat a lot of sweets either, like John, but that's one thing I can't drink alcohol with, is if something's sweet.
Is alcohol in sweets a thing?
No, but I mean, you can do like a nice, like sherry wine with like a dessert.
Oh, I guess wine's in yeah, you're right. Wine's in pie. I don't know if that's a thing.
But I wouldn't do like beer. Like that's one thing where if I'm having something sweet like a donut or a frostingless cupcake, I wouldn't want to have a beer with it.
Frostyless cup. Okay, so just a small, a plain cupcake.
Yes.
Bread.
It's called bread. Oh, just inform me. Wine and chocolate go together.
Right.
I don't like chocolate though. But I do like Oreos, so think about that one.
Dude, Oreos and milk. I forgot what we bought milk for. It was like Thanksgiving or something. And I don't know why I bought that much milk, but I bought like half a gallon of milk and we only needed a little bit.
That much milk, only half a gallon.
And we had Oreos and I was just downing those Oreos. This explains a lot, guys.
I'm starting to realize
oh God.
what I did these past 9 years after 21.
Milk was so good. I was like drinking it by the glass, John style.
Yeah, I like milk. Jess has an argument, you know. I don't know if I've said this before, but milk is to make baby cows fat. So obviously, if you drink nothing but milk, you're drinking a lot of fat.
Right.
So since we've been together, married, living together, I've kind of toned back on the milk. I used to go through about 2 gallons a week, and
a lot of milk.
and that's just because I drink it with everything. But I'll drink water now, a lot more water at work.
Are you craving milk?
No. And that's what I told her. I was like, I think like I have to drink milk. Like I had that craving. But yeah, that's kind of gone away.
There's sometimes where I crave cheese and I'm like,
Cheese?
Yeah, and I want pizza. Like, you know, like, I'm craving cheese. Or I want a hamburger.
Pizza's your favorite. Is pizza your favorite food?
Yeah.
I mean?
The 3 C's. Oh, wait, that's something else. Oh, yeah, that's the 3 C's. Chocolate, Chinese food, cheese.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I told Jess a story a while back. I remember salivating when I was younger over the Chinese food at H-E-B.
Dude, yes.
The lemon chicken.
Yes, no. They don't make that anymore.
They don't make that anymore.
That's the best freaking lemon chicken I ever had.
That lemon chicken was like otherworldly.
Dude,
I don't know how to describe it.
I still go back to that H-E-B and I look like where it used to be and I'm like, like, you know, like, dang, somebody has that recipe out there.
Dude, I remember being at St. James, Austin, and like wanting it for dinner.
I have no idea what y'all are talking about.
Dude,
you never had the Chinese food at H-E-B?
We lived outside of San Antonio, so we'd have to drive into town to buy our groceries, and we would like get like a small bowl and like share it, you know, and then take our groceries back home. Oh my God, lemon chicken is so good.
That lemon chicken was really good.
Damn it.
Anyway, so you don't crave any food, like, besides, you know, every now and then maybe you want to sweet, but like, what do you crave? Like, what's your favorite food?
Beer.
You crave beer? Because I think that's
my favorite food would be like shrimp. My favorite food is shrimp, but I never like crave shrimp.
What do you crave? Like, what's something you crave to eat?
Vegetables, since I never give him vegetables.
Nobody craves vegetables.
Yes, people crave vegetables.
Every once in a while, yeah. I mean, if I haven't had like vegetables in a while, or like particular vegetables, I will crave like particular vegetables like cabbage and stuff.
Strange. That is very strange.
But I don't think I crave any particular food.
Maybe that's a good sign. I mean, you're not picky.
Water.
I mean, yeah,
much water.
I drink a lot of water. So
how much water do you drink a day, dude? I tried calculating. I tried making myself drink water every day, and I download this app and everything, try to keep track of it. Mm-hmm. But I just stopped.
I think at the highest point, I was probably drinking close to 100 fluid ounces a day.
Damn. What's the recommended? Isn't it like, what, 40 something? Or
I mean, it's whatever your body tells you, but they say like 8 glasses or whatever they say. Because I had a jug that was 48 ounces, and I would drink 2 of those at work, and then I figured I drank, obviously before I got to work, some water when I would wake up, and then I would drink some more water when I got home. So probably like 100 fluid ounces a day.
100 fluid ounces. Okay, so the recommended intake of water daily is 8 ounces, which equals 2 liters, which equals half a gallon. 8 ounces, and you're drinking 100 ounces?
8 ounces can't be the recommended. 8 ounces is 1 cup, 1 glass.
Recommended 8-ounce glasses. Oh, 8-ounce glasses.
Mm-hmm. I was saying,
so
there's
64.
another 8 in there.
Yeah, sorry. 8-ounce glasses.
So 64 is recommended. I was drinking 100.
I probably drink
that's not too
24
bad.
every 2 days or something.
Yeah, I mean, I got to drink more water.
But even on top of like drinking the 100 fluid ounces, I would still drink 24 ounces of tea, and I would still drink 12 ounces of soda in that same day.
Hmm.
I just always have to be drinking something.
I will say, since Jess and I moved in, I've never gone through so many packs of water in my life. Like, the gallons per week have turned into, like, large packs of water.
Like bottles of water?
Yeah.
What's wrong with the sink? I'm just kidding.
I never used to like the taste of purified water. I used to love, out in the freaking water hose or something. The sink water.
I think that's the poor in us because there's no bottled water when we were young, right? Like, that wasn't a thing.
But then when I would drink, like, a bottled water, it tasted gross. Like, you can taste...
The clear crispness of it? Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
You don't taste those pollutants.
Those nice minerals. Mm-mm.
But yeah, that was we went really off topic there. That just kept snowballing out. Was that it, Cassie? Any final words as your 29-year-old self?
I know, I'm expiring as we speak.
You expire in 3 hours.
I already expired 30 minutes ago because I should be in bed by now. I'm just kidding.
Anything you want to tell your future self, your 29, your 30-year-old self?
No.
This is the year.
No, that's not it either. I guess maybe it hasn't hit me yet. And luckily I'm not going straight to work, so we won't have to actually celebrate. I'm going to be out in the field, I guess you could say.
Oh, okay.
Tomorrow,
you're out and about.
So nobody's going to know it's my birthday, which is nice.
All right, well, we'll say an early happy birthday to Cassie here, and then we'll cut it off right here. Thanks for sticking around for the podcast episode. Go ahead and make sure you do follow us on our social media websites.
At 3RD Life Podcast. Find us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and now YouTube. Or you can search www.3rdlifepodcast.com and you can find all the stuff on there. Make sure to like, subscribe, rate, and follow us on all that stuff.
Alrighty, all our episodes are on the website, so if you don't see them in your podcast player, just go to the website and check it out. Thank you guys for hanging out. We'll see you guys next week. Take care.
Bye, guys.
Later.
I'll tell you what a third life crisis is. This double chin I've been getting.
There's a blooper.
Where is this coming from?
There's the blooper.
Can I finish my thought? I didn't notice until, like, our wedding photos. When did I get a second chin? Like, where does this come from? How do you get rid of a second chin?